Welcome back to the Gridiron Good Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Brandon. I'm still with Preacher, still with Sean O'Mac. We're here to talk about quarterbacks. Go ahead, Preacher, take it away.
All right, bud. We got quarterbacks on the list. I think consensus number one, Josh Allen, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Consensus one. My list goes 1, Allen, 2, Dak Prescott, 3.
What the Hold on.
Wait, say it again?
You can't make me cuss this early in an episode, dude.
Look, I understand.
He has no rushing upside.
I know he doesn't have any rushing upside, but there is literally zero. I mean, absolutely zero running. You talking about Zeke Elliott and Rico Dowdle?
Dowdle's a kicker.
Dude, hold on. You think that Dak Prescott can get QB2 status with only CeeDee Lamb and Jake Ferguson to throw to?
It's possible. It's possible. A long shot.
You're-
Maybe a little bullish of me to put him at 2.
Bullish?
Maybe a little wild, a little crazy. But if this is... Look,
I thought you were a Packers fan, not a Cowboys
I
fan.
am a... Okay, listen here, bud. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I'm a Packers fan, for sure. That's why I have Jordan Love at 5. Okay.
Oh, what the... Who would have thought that... You know what, dude?
Preacher.
Just keep going. Get your top 10 out of here so we can talk about man lists.
Look, all right. Dak Prescott 2, Jalen Hurts 3, Lamar 4, 5, Jordan Love,
I don't want to hear that again.
6 Patrick Mahomes, 7 Kyler Murray, 8 Anthony Richardson, 9 Joey Burrow, 10 CJ Stroud.
I can't believe my ears.
That is insane.
You know what? You take this. Go ahead. Spearhead that.
Preacher, that's insane that Dak and Love are in the top like
Top
that.
5?
That's insane.
Hold on.
It is insane.
I think the craziest thing about all this is this dude has Jordan Love and ahead of
Patty
Patrick Mahomes.
Patty Mahomes finished 8th last year. So be
Homer.
it. So be it. His. You can't just hope it. You can't actually.
Homer.
But
Go ahead.
Spit it out.
Whenever you're ready.
Patrick Mahomes finished 8th last year, worst of his career.
Yeah.
Jordan Love came out of the gate 5th. Jordan Love has now gotten better talent in the running back position. Got rid of Aaron Jones. Got in Jacobs. There for me, it's top 5 Jordan Love. I've been high on Jordan Love for a long time. Call it homerism, whatever you want to call it.
I will.
Not now that he got that bag.
But now that he's got that bag, he's got to perform. If
long-
he's not top 5 worthy, then why did we pay him $220 million over 4 years?
Because you have to pay quarterbacks
I
that
get
much
that.
or they'll leave.
I get that, so I'm expecting top 5 performance out of him.
That's look. I don't have Love too far off of the 5 spot. I have him at my 8. I'll get to that later.
For what it's worth, I'm not even mad about the Love ranking.
I'm mad about the Patty ranking, right?
I'm upset about the Dak. Dak is stanky.
2 targets, and he's gonna be the
Maybe.
QB2.
Maybe wild, maybe crazy, but call me a Dak believer. I
will.
know I might feel the pain of every single Cowboys fan for the last 15 plus years of, having a team and saying it's their year. But I get that. I understand, and maybe I'll feel their pain by saying Dak Prescott's too. But I can't.
I hope he's the second quarterback off the board, and it's Preacher at pick 8.
It's not going to be, but I'm pick 1, so I mean it'd be pick 2.
Oh, it'll be pick 20. You'll be like, oh yeah,
for sure, Dak Prescott.
give me Dak.
That's why I'm taking CeeDee Lamb at number 1.
He's like, I don't want Allen at the 20.
Well, that's why I'm taking CeeDee Lamb at number 1, and then
You're
Dak.
not.
No, you're
You're
not.
not gonna give me.
No,
you
you're
know
not.
what?
Taking
We're
that
getting off
stack.
track.
So
We're getting off track.
Sean, what's your list?
It's a little bit better than yours. So 1 through 10, I'm going Allen, Mahomes, Lamar, Jalen, CJ at 5, Anthony Richardson at 6, Kyler at 7, Dak at 8, Purdy at 9, and Burrow at 10.
Homer.
Purdy should be higher. What do you think?
Oh, higher?
Yeah.
Higher.
Now that I'm looking at it, Brock should be higher.
Homer.
Oh my God.
I do have a question for you. Not saying like I'm arguing
Go ahead.
your
Shoot.
position.
I'm arguing.
I do want to understand why C.J. Stroud is number 5 for you.
CJ, dude, that offense, and
I'll give him
CJ,
that.
full reign this year. If D'Amico Ryans just says, take this offense, run with it, CJ will open it up, and he's going to put up numbers.
I get it.
Guarantee it.
I get it.
And that means a lot for me to say about CJ, even though he's from that school in Columbus.
Can't let Michigan fans
He
they
can't
can't
let you
they
live,
can't
man.
let like the fact that players are now in the NFL, like they can't just root for them as NFL players. They have to always talk about the college.
Look, man.
I already have to do it with Bosa.
That's
God, I
right.
love that
He
for
is
you.
a 49er.
I love that for you because you love that guy.
Anyhow,
Anyway, obviously number 1, Josh Allen. 2, I'm going Jalen Hurts. 3 is the dark horse QB1 candidate, and that's Anthony Richardson. 4, I have Patty Mahomes. 5, Lamar Jackson. 6, Dak Prescott. 7, oh God, you guys are going to hate me. 7, Jaden Daniels. 8, Jordan Love. 9, CJ Stroud. And 10, Kyler Murray.
Jay Daniels in the top 10?
Look, man, I like what I see from him coming out of college. I think he's the missing piece that offense needs. They don't have the best running backs in the league, but if Eckler can at least come back a little bit, I'm not saying, back to his RB1 status, but
When Crazy Eyes took him?
yes.
Over C-Mac?
I remember that. That was, oh boy. But, yeah, Eckler, if he can come back just a little bit, maybe be a top 15 guy, I think Brian Robinson can be up there. So they'll have the running game set with a nice 2-back. Scary Terry out there. Jahan Dotson really came out last year. He didn't have great fantasy numbers, but he was big, like the eye test. He passed the eye test.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking back on it, when we did our wide receivers last episode, Scary Terry wasn't on it. No one's list.
Nope.
I guess my question is with
He was in my 30s.
look, you got Austin Eckler, Scary Terry, Jonathan Dotson, Luke McCaffrey, Zach Ertz. I guess my question
That's what I'm
is
saying.
where does that give you the promise that he's 7?
And they're not getting Ayuk.
Okay, well, let me argue it a little bit. So the argument that I have is he has great rushing upside. That dude has a very, very, very good
He's
vision.
RG3
Yes,
2.0.
absolutely.
Going to be hurt.
So, come on, man.
It's Washington.
I'm just saying, any type of RPO they want to do, play action is going to be dangerous, just because they don't know what's going to be coming. He's a Lamar Jackson kind of guy. He's just like him. I think Lamar is better than him, but he's a prototype. He's just like him. I have a lot of faith in Jaden Daniels, and I think he is the missing link in Washington. I believe that.
Okay, so you made the point about Lamar. Lamar in his first year, 16 games, 160 fantasy points, finished quarterback 29. His second year, he was first.
Oh.
So, I guess if you want to say 7th, I feel that's really questionable for year 1. Year 2, if he did very well in year 1, I could definitely see, or if he showed potential. But I just think with what's on the roster, he's going to have to rely on his legs a lot. And that's a concern for me. He brings up RG3.
That's what it is.
When
He
you
might even be smaller than RG3.
when you are a running quarterback, you're your up to be hurt is way higher, right? I mean,
Okay, yeah, Aaron Rodgers got hurt because he ran the ball, right?
Well,
everybody gets fucking hurt.
I get that, but the problem is we're talking about Jaden Daniels ahead of who else is on your list?
Well, right after him, following Jordan Love, Mr. Top 5, C.J. Stroud, and Kyler Murray.
So you're saying rushing Kyler Murray isn't...
Absolutely. I think he can beat out Kyler Murray this season.
What's 11 through 15 on your list?
11 through 15
Dog
consists of Joe Burrow, a.k.a. Almost Slim Shady. 12 being Brock Purdy. 13. Whoa. 13 being Jay Herbo. 14 Trevor Lawrence. And 15 of Jared Goff. When Goff, look, man. We all have Goff around that.
I got Goff 15.
Where do you have Goff at?
15.
See? When you have all them weapons on that offense, I mean, it's because he has no rushing upside. Love is why he's so low. It's proven fact, except for Patrick Mahomes, runner quarterbacks win leagues. That's what they do. They get more points.
Well,
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong.
you're not.
Oh.
I question with what he's got on his team how 7 is going to be a number outside of any rushing.
I think he's the missing link. I think that's all they need. I'm not saying they're going to go win a Super Bowl, but what I am saying is they are definitely going to be a problem.
Sorry, he's been drinking a lot.
I'm not drinking.
All right, anyhow, so you said Purdy, you're shocked he put him at, what did you say?
12.
I have him at 11. I know your homer comes out.
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I got him at 9th. We're pretty close.
Okay, but why do you say when we say 11 and 12, why do you say Purdy when you're like, oh,
I just feel like he should be in the top 10.
No way.
I think we're looking at a year 2 of Brock Purdy. You know, seeing what Brock Purdy did last year, I think teams are going to be able to plan more for Brock Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we see issues, I mean, we talked about it. We've talked about it a lot on our episodes. The Brandon Ayuk, situation. Obviously, by now we would assume that this deal has been done, if not already has been done.
We'll get it done.
I guess for me with saying Purdy is in the top 10 is the fact that I don't see year 2 after teams can plan for this guy, him being in the top 10. He's going to be flirting with it.
Here's my thing. Here's my take on your precious Brock Purdy. What happened to Brock Purdy when Debo went down? Dude was non-existent.
Well, that's just not a Brock thing. That's the whole offense.
I understand that, but when any one of your guys goes down, just
when you lose a missing piece,
dude,
like
it's game over though. They can't beat Cleveland.
I was at that game. It was bad.
Moody, right?
Why?
Okay, Moody nailed a record
For 12 seconds.
That was dog shit.
Dude,
But
I'm not gonna lie.
needless to say, he had the
shit.
record for
A
X
minute and a
amount of
half,
seconds.
yeah. And then Butker was like, hey, let me give you this speech, and then kicked that mother.
That was crazy.
I'd have threw hands. We're getting a little off topic,
Yeah.
but I'd have threw hands.
I guess. Anything else that you really feel like?
I want to talk about a top 10 dark horse, like some guy we're not really thinking about.
I think, real quick, I think
Go
Purdy
ahead.
will be back better and stronger and even more productive than last year. That's
I
it.
can hear you. I don't have him too low, but as I said earlier with Goff, I think he is a dark horse to possibly end up in the top 5.
Who's that?
Goff. Because when you have a top 3-ish wideout at Amon-Ra, you got a top 5 running back at Gibbs.
Just that line alone.
You got, in my opinion, the number 1 tight end, Laporta, all on the same team. And your O-line is disgusting. One of the best O-lines in the league. That's a recipe for success, but he doesn't have that rushing upside. So, it's like, I can see Goff having a better season than Prescott. I don't think that's too far out of the ordinary, but it's just weird to say.
I don't think it's that absurd.
No, but it's like, when we make our list, that's fucking crazy. And
Goff has definitely got more to work with.
And I am going to say this. I don't believe in Caleb Williams. I have him at 19.
I got him at 20. I'm with you.
I have him at 20. I think if you're in a redraft league,
don't take the chance.
I wouldn't take the chance.
No way.
I would look at waiver wires. If he shows up week 1, maybe week 2, take a chance. But I think there's too many questions. The room in the Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, right? DeAndre Swift's in the backfield, right? And who's their tight end?
Cole Kmet,
right?
Nothing.
I mean, now it helps support a quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
But one of the biggest things with Caleb Williams in college ball, and I've been higher on Caleb Williams coming out of college.
Yes.
I think the training camp videos, just the way things are kind of laid out, there's just a concern there. I don't know.
I just know I've seen the way that he swings a bat. It ain't good.
No.
No way. It looks like
I mean,
having to worry what, he wakes up, what color he's going to do his nails today.
Yeah, I know we're just kind of nitpicking at this point, but like.
But I feel like if you're really wanting him, I guess take better judgment and don't pick him. But,
no way.
But I mean, if he does pop up, I mean, we could be very wrong, and he could be something we're not seeing. I just don't know if what else is in their division. Right? Got Green Bay. You have the Lions, the Vikings. Meh. I mean, there's concern there, but who knows what's going to be there? You always have Jefferson, which we're all still pretty high on.
Yeah.
I think that's there. You said dark candidate Jared Goff. I look at maybe like a Tua.
I can see Tua. He's got freaking wild.
I have Tua at 12. I think it's not out of the realm of possibilities. You talked about running quarterbacks, and I think, I know I have Dak at 2, and you're like, how at 2?
Fucking idiot.
Right.
Oh.
Whoa.
You can't talk man of the cloth like that.
Oh, my bad.
Jeez.
Douchebag.
Gotta sit here and bleep it out again. But anyhow, Dak at 2, we look at Jalen Hurts, he's a runner. Lamar's a runner. Kyler's a runner. Mahomes is a runner. Richardson's a runner. Joe Burrow,
not
really anymore.
Escapes the pocket.
Started.
I mean,
ish.
No.
Ish.
Not on purpose.
CJ Stroud. Nah. Tua.
No, hell no.
Aaron
Not with that
not
concussion
anymore,
history, bro.
But I mean, rushing quarterbacks have seemed to have.
They got a leg up.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, Tua, I think he's going to slot around flirting with that top 10, but there's a possibility that he leaps into it.
Cracks time. I could see
there's a very big quarterback move from what was looking to be a QB1-esque season in Kirk Cousins last year until he got hurt. Where do we have him ranked going to his new offense? I think that's something that we need to talk about.
Well, you can ask me, and the answer's not going to be really good. I think he's going to eventually lose out to Penix.
Ooh.
They did not take Penix like that for nothing.
But they didn't pay him like that for nothing.
I think I have Cousins at 17.
He's not even on my list.
Cousins I have at 18.
I think for me with Cousins, the concern obviously coming off of injury, I'm excited to see who and what's in the team to promote more, but my question is you've paid Cousins a bag to be there.
Absolutely.
So he has to be there. You say, I think that he's going to be replaced. I don't think there's a possibility of that because you paid him.
And I get that. I'm saying that because I see him getting hurt because he is on the older side. And they don't have the best line.
Okay, well, if you want to go that route, where's Rodgers then? Because he's even older than Kirk, coming off the same injury on a brand new offense. So we need to talk about him too. And you have Rodgers where?
I have Rodgers 16th.
Well, I mean, you have them right next to each other. But I got Rodgers at 18 because I believe more in Rodgers. I know it's going to sound a little fanboyish, and it should be coming from your bum ass, but...
And I'm only thinking, like, are they...
Well, what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
No, but Aaron Rodgers, he has the best arm talent the NFL has ever seen. There's nobody that throws better placed balls to anyone. And that is the only reason why I have him on my top 20. He's at 18. When you only have Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall, and I know what I'm saying, only top 5 running back, top 10 wide out, but that's all you got. So I believe in him a little bit more than Cousins.
So I think my homerism from a former Packer, I think I'm the highest on Rodgers. You're all gonna say, "Whoa!" But remember, my list has been whoa already. It's
Don't.
Go ahead.
Tell me. Please. You know what? Tell me.
13.
You know,
That's
I
not
can't
terrible.
argue that bad. You know what? You survived this round.
Because I guess maybe it's a little bit of Homer in me, but we have to look at what Aaron Rodgers has done. Aaron Rodgers always seemed to find a way to get the ball completed. Whether that was he took off and ran, not at MetLife, probably not at MetLife. You know, but he was able to extend the plays, roll out of the pocket, find the open receiver.
Yes.
I mean, that's Aaron Rodgers' MO. How many times did he roll out, find a receiver downfield because the defense lapsed in coverage?
Yeah, but now he's 40.
Okay, how many times does Aaron Rodgers also find the window in the middle of the field short?
Oh, yeah.
I think if I'm looking at between Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers based off of what he's done in the past.
Absolutely.
I think that team is hungry. You know, when he went there last year, everybody in the world, it went from the Jets being a nobody, the Jets being a Super Bowl contender.
I watched that.
Let's not forget, they still have a very solid defense.
Absolutely.
Right. And they would allow that offense to mature.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson is hungry.
Absolutely.
Breece Hall is hungry.
I don't know if you watched the Hard Knocks about the Jets last season, but holy shit, them guys are hungry, dude.
Those
guys want it more than anyone, I think. Like, those guys are like, put some respect on the Jets' name.
The Jets.
I don't see it where they're not hungry to play. Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, you got Malachi Corley.
If Mike Williams can stay healthy like he hasn't, that dude's a dog. When he's playing, he's a monster.
You know, you've got a ex-Packer and Alan Lazard.
No,
not really.
We don't want that.
Xavier Gibson.
You mean the undrafted rookie?
Yeah, but I mean, there's wide receivers there. Aaron Rodgers has to find which wide receiver he wants. And Garrett Wilson is that Devontae Adams guy that he had in Green Bay. And how many seasons did Aaron Rodgers throw up top 10 numbers having that
You know what?
Devontae Adams?
Can I get a grant to rant?
Look, dude,
I know we're nearing the end of the episode, but I want a grant to rant.
Okay.
It's too close to the end. But go ahead.
You know what? F it, we ball. Anyway, Aaron Rodgers, like I said earlier, had the best arm talent the NFL has ever seen, but he has one Super Bowl ring to show for it. Why? Because he's greedy. He only cared about himself getting the bag. That's why they had to get rid of Devontae Adams. I think when Devontae Adams retires, he is going to say, I f***ed up by leaving Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers. I had one of the best quarterbacks to ever hit the field, and he found me constantly. But he couldn't get paid. Why? Because Rodgers was too selfish to take a pay cut to keep the best receiver in the league for, 5 years straight? Get the f*** out of here, dude.
All right, man.
All right, man.
All right, my rant's over.
Okay.
I needed to get that out.
I think with that being said, maybe...
That's a good note to end the show on.
Yeah,
I
off
like
this
that.
rant or rat, you know. I mean,
Anyway, from the Gridiron Goons studio, it's been fun. It's been real. We're getting out of here. Have a good one.
see ya.
See ya.